It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Pretty hard, Jeff, wait, like it is.
Let's go, Heavy.
Hey.
Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me
Gun.
Give me something. Here we go, here we go. Check three, check three, check three.
Pretty hard.
First and 10 here for Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Man, I got you.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Theo Riddick! And all the way home for a Bronco score. Theo Riddick, 35 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Elliott, and an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throw right side. Take it in by Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flacco. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Kazoo. Get before the mic. Check, check. Watch the pass.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You've got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Go, go. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on second down, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Big stop, let's go. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, what's up, what's up? Check Mike 54, Mike 54. I got it.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This one caught left side by Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left and a half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
To pass, Flacco. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Flacco will take to the air again. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 33-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So 2 quarters down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 25 on second down. Prescott, give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
26.
Here's Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill.
Toss left to Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the well.
3 bucks. Kill.
Red.
Kill. Turn up.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, kill.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Tim Patrick, 74 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. McManus's point after is good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and 12, Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Bring her. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Marr now to add the extra point. It is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Flacco right back to work after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Sanders, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Flacco now on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by George Iloka. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180. Hey, let's go. Go ground.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check. Watch, twitch.
Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Then he'll take this across the 25.